Sairam children, welcome back and have an exciting day. Hope you all have enjoyed your vacation, right? And you all must be waiting for your online lessons, correct? Children, you all know that the mobile which you are having in your hand right now is charged. That means the mobile's battery is fully charged with the help of a charger. So same way, you all must have charged yourself in the vacation by doing your favorite activities which you all love to do it and are now ready or fully charged to learn new lessons. So let's get started. Today, we will start our class with English New Voices. Let's proceed further with the chapter that we have already started in the last class before vacation. That is chapter number 3, Catch That Cat. Children, I will teach this lesson part by part. Okay? In the last part, we have already learned new words and frame sentences. Correct? So, I will teach this lesson part by part. In today's part, I will teach you half part of the lesson, and in the next video, I will continue the remaining part of the lesson. Okay, children? But before that, let's do a quick recap of what we did in the previous class. Okay, children? Let's recollect the new words. Literature. 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 Monster. 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 Raised. Raced. Raised. Streak. 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 Flicked. 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 Sliding. 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 Creating. 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 Naughtiest. Naughtist. Naughtiest. Streets. 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 Disappearing. 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 Comfortably. 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 Cuddling. 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 Imaginary. 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 Barged. 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 Wheeled. 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 Darted. 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 Frightened. 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 Scolded. 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 Next. Fuzzy. 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 Veiled. Wailed. Veiled. Panting. 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 Sprang. 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 Pitifully. 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 Bugged. 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 Children, this lesson is written by Tarini Viswanath. She is a lady who is very fond of children's literature. That means she writes imaginary stories for children. That includes imaginary villages and fuzzy monsters. Children, now I will read the lesson. Okay? You have to listen attentively. Nobody will look here and there. Concentrate when I am reading. Okay? Be attentive, children. Chapter number 3. Catch that cat. Dip Dip was the naughtiest child in school. One morning, as Dip Dip was getting ready for school, her little friend Mimo barged into her room. "Cup is lost!" Mimo wailed. Capi was Mimo's cat. Now, children, let me read again. Dip Dip was the naughtiest child in school. One morning, as Dip Dip was getting ready for school, her little friend Mimo barged into her room. "Cup is lost!" Mimo wailed. Capi was Mimo's cat. Children, who is Dip Dip here? Who is Dip Dip here? Dip Dip is a girl who is not able to walk. Okay, so she uses a wheelchair to move from one place to another. She is a happy girl. She is always smiling. She is very brave. Okay, she is always ready to help others. Okay, she does not need anybody else to help her. She is fine just the way she is. Okay, children. So, what happened one morning? One morning, as Dip Dip was getting ready for school. Getting ready for school means she was packing her bag, okay, with books, then tiffin box, okay. So, what happened suddenly? Her little friend Mimo barged into her room. Now, children, barged means what? Barged into her room means what? Means Mimo entered suddenly and noisily, okay, in her room, into her room. What she said? "Cup is lost!" Mimo wailed. Mimo wailed. Now, what do you mean by wailed, children? Wailed means cried loudly. Okay, she cried, "Cup is lost!" Now, who is Capi here? Capi is the name of a cat. Okay. See, children. She is Dip Dip and she is Mimo. Okay. Dip Dip was getting ready for school. See, children, Dip Dip was getting ready for school. She was packing her bag. So suddenly Mimo barged into her room. Barge into her room means she entered suddenly and noisily. When Dip Dip was getting ready for school, Mimo barged into her room. She wailed. She wailed means she cried loudly. "Cup is lost!" Okay, children? "Don't worry, Mimo," Dip Dip said. "You go to school. I will look for Capi." Who said this? To whom? Dip Dip said to Mimo. Dip Dip put on her uniform. She packed her bag, picked up her lunch box, and let her brother wheel her to the bus stop like he did every day. Children, let me read again. "Don't worry, Mimo," Dip Dip said. "You go to school. I will look for Kapi. Dip Dip put on her uniform. She packed her bag, picked up her lunchbox, and let her brother wheel her to the bus stop like he did every day. Now, children, what do you mean by wheel? Wheel means push something that moves on wheels. So, children, what did Dip Dip said to Mimo? Dip Dip said that no need to worry. She can go to school and Dip Dip will look for Kapi. So Dip Dip put on her uniform. She packed her bag immediately. She picked up her lunch box and let her brother wheel her to the bus stop like he did every day. Okay, children? He left her there to wait for her school bus and went off to his own school. As soon as he had left, Dip Dip raced off. She wheeled her way up and down the streets, calling, Kapi! Kapi! She looked behind houses. She looked inside dustbins. She looked under bushes. Kapi was nowhere. Let me read again, children. He left her there to wait for her school bus and went off to his own school. Now, children, who is he here? Children, who is here? He is Dip Dip's brother. So, what he did? He left her where? He left her near the bus stop. Why? To wait for her school bus. And what he did? He went off to his own school. So, as soon as he had left, Dip Dip raced off. Raced off means Dip Dip rushed. Okay? She wheeled her way up and down. Wheeled means she moved suddenly up and down the streets, calling, Kapi! Kapi! She looked behind houses. She looked inside dustbins. She looked under bushes. But Kapi was nowhere. Have you seen a brown cat around here? Dip Dip asked some people who were digging the road. His name is Kapi. No, we haven't, they replied. Now, Dip Dip asked some people, those who were digging the road. Okay? So, she asked whether they have seen a brown cat around here. And she also told them his name, that his name is Kapi. So the people, those who were digging the road, they replied that no, we haven't. They haven't seen him. Okay? See, children. See, children. She is Dip Dip and she asked the people, okay? So, these people were digging the road. So, she asked them whether they have seen Kapi. So, these people replied that they haven't seen Kapi. Then she moves ahead. Have you seen a brown cat around here? She asked an old man drinking tea in a tea shop. His name is Kapi. No, I haven't, he replied. Now, Dip Dip asked an old man who was drinking tea in a tea shop. She asked him, "Have you seen a brown cat around here?" His name is Kapi. Dip Dip now came to a road that went up a little hill. She wheeled herself up, panting a little. "Have you seen a brown cat around here?" she asked a woman hanging clothes to dry. "Is that him?" the woman asked, pointing. Dip Dip now came to a road. That road went up a little hill. She wheeled herself up, panting a little. Panting means breathing heavily. She was breathing heavily when she wheeled herself up a little hill. Then she asked a woman who was hanging clothes to dry. She asked her, "Have you seen a brown cat around here?" So that woman asked, pointing, "Is that him?" See children, here is Dip Dip and here is a woman who is hanging clothes to dry. Okay, so Dip Dip asked a woman who was hanging clothes to dry, "Have you seen a brown cat around here?" So the woman asked, pointing, "Is that him?" Dip Dip turned to see a brown streak disappearing down the hill. "Kapi!" Dip Dip cried. Down the hill she rolled behind the cat. Dip Dip turned to see a brown streak. Streak means colored stripes. Disappearing means cannot be seen. So Dip Dip turned to see a brown streak disappearing down the hill. "Kapi!" Dip Dip cried. Down the hill she rolled. Rolled means move or run on wheels behind the cat. Kapi ran past houses, jumped over dustbins and darted around bushes. Let me repeat again. Kapi ran past houses, jumped over dustbins and darted around bushes. Darted means, children, what do you mean by darted? Darted means move or run suddenly or rapidly. He sprang past the old man drinking tea in a tea shop. He leapt past the people digging the road. Now children, what do you mean by sprang? Sprang means move suddenly forward. He moved suddenly forward past the old man who was drinking tea in a tea shop. Okay, he leapt past the people digging the road. Children, we have completed half part of the lesson today. In the next video, we will complete the remaining part of the lesson. I hope you all have understood the lesson till here. Now, let's do an activity. Now children, read these lines. She looked behind houses. She looked inside dustbins. She looked under bushes. Children, everywhere she is written. She looked behind houses. She looked inside dustbins. She looked under bushes. Now children, I will ask you two questions. Okay? Who is she here? Okay children, who is she here? Okay? Who is she in these lines? She is Dib Dib. And what is she looking for? See children. She looked behind houses. Then she looked behind dustbins. Then she looked under bushes. Okay? But what is she looking for? Correct. She is looking for copy. Right? Now, read this sentence. Kapi ran past houses, jumped over dustbins, and darted around bushes. Let me repeat the sentence again. Kapi ran past houses, jumped over dustbins, and darted around bushes. Children, here words like ran, jumped, and darted have been used to describe the movement of the cat. Okay?